gonna do it different. Gone are the days of selling on the street corners. You change the product, you change the marketing strategy. I seen the future, y'all, and its name is the Carter. Hey, Pookie, clean yourself up, man. Maybe I'll give you a job. All right, man. That's the kid I shot. This crazy shit, man. It's got me, man. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change. $1 million a week business. Reduce the fucking rubbers. CMB. Man, we all we got. My brother's keeper. Yes.
Good evening. Welcome to this week's edition of the WayBack Movies Podcast, a show where we review the best and not so best of 80s and 90s cinema, because really, fuck the 2000s. My name is Steve, and with me on this crazy journey,
Cousin.
Doctor.
Doctor.
And we're back for the final film of our Black History Month tribute of Mostly Ridiculous.
Yeah, we started serious. We're kind of ending serious.
Yeah, it's kind of how we do things here. Actually, we've gone more serious than most of the movies we've covered all of last year.
Oh, yeah.
We generally don't go serious. We try not to, in all fairness. But
like, we're never going to... I think I've said this before.
What?
We're never going to go, like, real, like...
Like, are we ever going to watch Schindler's List?
Like,
no, we are not going to watch Schindler's List. It's not going to happen.
We're never going to go that serious.
There is no comedy in Schindler's List. And in the end, we try to make you laugh a little bit. You know, we probably fail, but we try. So we're
and as serious as movies like this are, there's still some stuff where we can pick apart and
exactly.
make fun of.
There's a lot to make fun of, and we will get to that when we do. But that being said, I guess without further ado, we are covering a film called New Jack City from March 8th, 1991. A film that I somehow have never seen.
It has escaped you.
Yeah, it really did. I remembered the trailers. I remember hearing about the movie, but I never actually saw it. It was kind of weird, but here we are. So we're going in the Wayback Machine to 1991. Okay, here we are. It's 1991. I'm 9, or 8, turning 9 soon. I saw the trailers for this movie on TV. I can tell you that much. Didn't see it because I think I was waiting for the Flintstones or something by this point. I don't know what the hell else came out in 91. But
I'm like 2, almost 3, so yeah, I didn't see this either.
Yeah.
If I would have, that would have been alarming.
Yeah. Oddly enough, though, and I was telling you this off mic, this is a movie I really would have enjoyed if I'd seen it in high school, and I'm not quite sure how I didn't.
Right.
Also, I worked in a video store, if I've never mentioned that before. So kids back in the day, we used to have to go into a building that had videos, and we would borrow them for a small fee and have to return them. This is how we watched movies when we didn't go to theaters. And, I still never saw this movie. And I know it was on the shelf because I remember the box clearly, clear as day, like it was there, but I never saw it. Weird. But, so that was that. So there's our obligatory look through memory lane.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's going to be, movies like this where we're like, yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, didn't see it. I think, I don't know, we've mapped out the next...
Maybe I'm wrong, because I've said it off mic too, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it wasn't as big as it was, maybe it was it?
I don't think
know.
It was.
I don't know, because I can't obviously get a grasp on it, because again, when this movie came out, I was 2, so...
It's hard to say. I don't remember it being, hell, I was only 8, it's not like I have, vivid recollections or anything like that, but I honestly don't remember... I don't remember if it was big or not. It made some good coin, but I guess with that being said, I guess that's a good lead-in, if you will. So, New Jack City, March 8th, 1991, directed by Mario Van Peebles. Yep, that one.
He's directed.
Yeah, but he was always like the guy in action movies, so it was kind of weird to see that, because I didn't know he directed this. When I saw his name, I was like, wait, he directed stuff? And I looked it up and went, oh yeah, he has. Oh, I didn't know.
What was it, Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song, I think?
Screenplay by Thomas Lee Wright and Barry Michael Cooper. Story by Thomas Lee Wright. Produced by Doug McHenry and George Jackson. Production and distributed by Warner Brothers Pictures. A box office of $47.6 million against a budget of $8 million. So,
profitable.
There's some money. So the cast is Wesley Snipes plays Nino Brown. Ice-T is Scotty Appleton. Alan Payne is Gerald G. Money Wells. Chris Rock is Pookie Benny Robinson. Judd Nelson is Nick Peretti. Mario Van Peebles is Stone. Michael Michelle is Selena Thomas. Bill Nunn is Duh Man. Yep, that's his name.
Which is weird because in the movie they call him the Duh Man.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't know why they added an extra duh for the credits.
I couldn't tell you. Russell Wong is Park. Bill Cobbs is Old Man. Christopher Williams is Akeem Akbar. Vanessa A. Williams is Keisha. Tracy Camilla Jones is Uniqua. Anthony DeSando is Frankie Needles in his arms. That's a name for you. Mm-hmm. Nick Ashford is Reverend Oates. And Flav is a DJ. Literally a DJ. So a bit of the production on this. There's not much here to go on here. I tried to find as much as I could. Before writing this film, Thomas Lee Wright had previously written a draft of The Godfather Part 3. He later wrote, directed, and produced 8 Trey Gangster, the making of a Crip documentary of gang life in South Central Los Angeles. The screenplay was co-written by Barry Michael Cooper, formerly an investigative reporter with Spin Magazine. He also wrote the screenplays for the films Above the Rim and Sugar Hill. Someday. Mm-hmm. Cooper's rewrite was adapted from his December 1987 Village Voice cover story entitled Kids Killing Kids, New Jack City Eats Its Young, about the drug war in Detroit. The account referred to the 20th anniversary of the 1967 riots in Detroit, and in its wake, the rise of crack cocaine gangs in the 1980s, such as Young Boys Inc. and the Chamber Brothers. The story of Nino Brown was based on the Chamber Brothers story. These 4 brothers sold crack in Detroit, like Nino, and his apartment building called the Carter. The Chambers brothers also had an apartment called the Broadmoor. They moved into the 4-story, 52-unit building, selling different types of drugs on each floor. They often sold drugs alongside families who already lived in the building, forcing them to leave or deal with their illegal and dangerous activity. Officials have often claimed that the brothers ran their drug operations like a large, very organized corporation. The foursome became nationally known when they were caught on tape counting laundry baskets of money and flaunting their wealth. Barry Michael Cooper recently revealed that the name Nino Brown was a reference to his own sartorial experiences growing up in Harlem in the 1970s. Cooper refers to a group of scamblin' guys, the idols in the neighborhood, who would shop at expensive boutiques in Manhattan. After window shopping at one store, Cooper inquired about the price of a pair of loafers and was told that they were $105. I had a neighborhood youth corps job after school, and I saved up 6 of my $45 a week paychecks to buy these shoes, Cooper said. The icing on the cake was at the Nino Gabriel store shopping bag. It looked like this ultra-fly plastic valise in shades of brown and tan, with the name Nino Gabriel written in Art Deco style. The bag earned Cooper respect, and the memory inspired him to name the film's lead character. That was a long way to go for that, but I thought it was
based off
enough.
of a bag.
A bag. Basically a bag, and where he bought his cool shoes, and he got a lot of... he got built up a lot because of just having the bag, which is strange to me, but I've never been that guy. Mario Van Peebles had formed a friendship with Clint Eastwood when the pair made Heartbreak Ridge. When Van Peebles took the New Jack City screenplay to Warner, the studio was interested in the material but weren't keen on having an unknown as a director / lead actor. Eastwood personally vouched for Van Peebles and told Warner Brothers to give the kid a shot. It's like,
I thought the story was going to be like, hey, Clint, do you want to direct New Jack City?
He wasn't directing then, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
Although,
no,
how amazing would it be? Would he? Was he?
He directed Unforgiven, correct? Unforgiven came out in the 90s.
Yeah, but I think it was like 92, 93.
Oh, that was not too
Not
long
the same
from
time,
now.
but he hadn't directed, I don't think, by that point. I could be wrong. He probably did direct some shit in the 80s, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Wesley's...
I don't know the image of, like, if I'm going to tell the
grizzled
story...
white guy telling the story? Not so much.
New Jack City story?
Yeah, it might be. Wesley Snipes originally wanted to play Scotty Appleton. However, Van Peebles and Cooper insisted that he play Nino Brown as the part was written especially for him, after seeing him in the video for Michael Jackson's Bad. And I forgot to go back and look for that, because I don't remember him in that video
You know what?
Thinking
about the movie and everything.
Yeah.
Now, Ice-T's not the greatest in this film as far as acting is concerned.
No,
but
we'll get there.
But wouldn't it have kind of fit? Ice-T as Nino, and
we'll get to that.
Okay, and then
it's in here.
Wesley is
Scotty. I've got a whole paragraph of Ice-T not wanting to play this character.
Yeah.
As you would expect. Yeah. Blair Underwood was also considered for the role of Nino. I could kind of see it.
Yeah.
Vivica A. Fox auditioned for the role of Selena and Keisha. If only they knew.
Well, also, those roles weren't anything. Really,
no, they weren't.
Unfortunately.
No, they really weren't. But in a couple of years, she became the it girl for a minute. So, if only they knew, they could have had her first.
Yep.
Tupac Shakur auditioned for the role of G-Money, but was turned down due to the fact that he looked younger than Wesley Snipes. It seems fair. Although I think Alan Payne kind of did too. But...
Yeah, Alan Payne wasn't exactly... Although Wesley Snipes didn't look old.
He didn't. No, none of them looked old, but they weren't supposed to look old. They were supposed to look like they were in their early 20s and didn't really know what they were doing. That was the idea, right? Oren Juice Jones was originally cast as G-Money, but he was replaced with Alan Payne. Couldn't figure out why. I just like the name Oren Juice, because if your name is Oren, you're definitely going to go with Juice. You just are. For the life of me, I don't know who he is, and I forgot to look it up. There's a lot of things I forgot to do that I meant to do before the show. I apologize. It's been a long week. Martin Lawrence auditioned for the role of Pookie. However, he opted out of the film following the death of his mentor, Robin Harris. Fair enough. So, Ice-T recounted in his autobiography that he was cast in the film by being in the right place at the right time. The place was a nightclub, and Mario Van Peebles was also there that night. Mario said that he overheard me talking shit in the bathroom, Ice-T wrote. I don't remember this exactly, but apparently I was telling someone, the problem is if they could put me under a microscope and find one molecule of me that gave a fuck, then they'd have a chance. Van Peebles liked what he heard and told someone, whoever said that is going to be a star in my next movie. He found Ice-T in a club, gave him his number, and convinced the rapper to contact him the next day.
When did Cop Killer come out?
Definitely, I believe it was before this.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I'm getting to that. Ice-T almost refused the role of Scotty for two reasons. One, because he felt if the film was a failure, it would negatively affect his rap career, which is fair.
Fair.
And two, because he hated police.
I ain't no cop!
Which, and I wrote this down myself, is ironic because he's been playing a cop on Law & Order SVU for 20 years.
Well, that's the thing. One of his most famous film roles, I don't know, maybe even his most famous film role is this.
Yeah, it definitely is. I guarantee you.
So, obviously his most famous of anything else in TV or movies is his role on Law & Order SVU.
Yeah.
As a cop as well. So the two most things outside of his actual rapping career, his music career, is him as a cop.
Or might be the pimp, the pimp thing in Chappelle's Show.
Oh well, that's a scene in a sketch show.
Well,
that was
actually,
amazing.
That was like half the show, though. To be fair, so
that episode, yeah. But it's funny that the guy, who's one of his most famous songs is "Cop Killer," has
basically made his bones being a cop,
playing a police officer of some sort. Now, granted, he's more of a rogue, plays by his own rules cop in this film.
Yeah, and as far as I know, in SVU, the same thing.
Really?
I've never seen an episode of SVU because I don't want to be depressed every week, but,
From what I've seen, he's, kind of not... There's no rogue cops on that show, including him.
Well, I mean, he's still dressing exactly the same way as he did in this. So, I mean, I see, much like myself, is not changing his outfit for anyone.
Are you going to tell a man called Ice-T that he has
I'm not telling Ice-T anything.
Hey, Ice, can you put on a suit? Fuck you, motherfucker. Okay.
We saw Body Count live, and he was intimidating far away from us on a stage, so I'm not going to tell him shit.
Nope.
All right?
That was great, though.
It was. We've actually seen Body Count, so...
They were awesome.
It really was fucking great. He, honestly, kind of wasting his time being a rapper. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, Body Count's way better.
Body Count was much better than his rap career.
Body Count's way better.
I'm not going to lie. It is absolutely true. New Jack City was filmed in New York City between April 16th and June 6th, 1990. On Judd Nelson's first day of work, the film's security guards, who were from the Nation of Islam, wouldn't let him on set. Nelson had to find a payphone and call the production office to be allowed in.
That's fair.
That's fair. The one white guy in the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Should have picked someone else, but we'll get there. The chase between Scotty and Pookie was improvised. The original idea was for the chase to be a car chase, but the movie had gone over budget and was in danger of being shut down. Chris Rock instead hopped on a bicycle and Ice-T chased him on foot. We'll get to my complaints about that in a minute, because it's just unrealistic. But I'll get
Well,
there.
yes,
I'll
but-
get there.